$1? Cool.
Number 10. A McDonald's hamburger. These days, walking into McDonald's hungry with $1 means you're leaving McDonald's still hungry. But stroll hungrily into a Mickey D's back in the 90s with $1, and you could actually leave a little less hungry and with some change in your pocket. In 1990, that change would be a whole quarter as McDonald's hamburgers were going for 75 cents a pop at the start of the decade.
I want McDonald's hamburgers.
And while prices rose over the next 10 years, in 2000, you only needed 89 cents to chow down on a hamburger from the Golden Arches. Some of you might even remember the first time they ran a special 29-cent hamburger promotion back in the 90s.
Now at McDonald's, you can get 39-cent cheeseburgers every Sunday and 29-cent hamburgers every Wednesday. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Number 9. 10 years of corn. So imagine it's New Year's in 1999.
So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999.
The last day of the century, and you're having 9 people over to celebrate Y2K with good drinks, Prince music, and corn on the cob. Unfortunately, the alcohol is going to cost you more than $1, even back then. But 10 years of corn? Well, that you could pick up for 99 cents at the grocery store in 1999.
Anything new with corn?
Oh yeah, corn.
Corn.
Oh yeah,
corn. You
a
bet.
lot going on with
Corn.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
not new?
absolutely.
Corn is always interesting.
Although we would have suggested spending at least $2 for 20 years, because who eats just 1 year of corn on the cob, right?
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing.
Number 8. 4 stamps. These days, 4 stamps could last us 4 years given the number of letters we send via the OG snail mail.
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
But back in the 90s, before email, texting, and DMing were the preferred methods of communication, people still sent letters. And in 1990, a first-class US postage stamp cost 25 cents.
It's everywhere. We're stuck on stamps.
The good news is that you can still get one stamp for under $1, assuming you are familiar with the cost these days. As of January 22, 2023, a first-class US postage stamp will set you back 63 cents.
Besides, just think how lovely she'll look on our postage stamp.
Number 7. 2 Crazy Bones toys. If you were a kid or the parent of a kid in the late 90s, you probably remember Crazy Bones.
Kids go crazy for Crazy Bones, the collectible, tradable, playable new craze.
Originally produced in Spain starting in 1996, these little plastic figures hit US shores in 1998 and became one of the biggest fads of the decade. With everyone from McDonald's to the Toronto Blue Jays getting in on the Crazy Bones craze.
You make up the games, we provide the Crazy Bones.
If you have some today, they could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to a few hundred. But back in the 90s, you could usually get a pack of 4 for $2. This means, if you and a friend each had $1, you could go halfsies and get 2 each.
Just play those Crazy Bones on the playground in the street.
Number 6. 1 pound of apples. They say that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, in the 1990s, you could avoid the doctor for a pound's worth of days for under $1.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty of apples for you.
In 1990, a whole pound of yummy apples would run you about 72 cents. Whereas in 1992, one source quotes Red Delicious apples going for 99 cents a pound.
Get them while they're fresh. Christmas apples.
We got Macintosh.
Get your Christmas apples.
Red Delicious.
The exact number of apples per pound obviously varies depending on type and size. But regardless, we're pretty sure you would have had enough to keep the doctor away and have a few to give to your teacher as well.
How do you like them apples?
Number 5. 1 pound of hot dogs. Picture it. It's 1994, it's lunchtime, you have $1 in your pocket, and you love hot dogs.
Oh, I wish I were Oscar Mayer Weeder. That is the joy I want to be.
These days, you might be lucky to get 1 dog for that price. But in 1994, you could feed yourself and your friends and still have a penny left over for good luck. Back in the mid-90s, when Bart and Lisa were singing the Armour hot dog song, you could purchase a whole 1 pound package of said dogs for only 99 cents at the grocery store.
What kinds of kids eat Armour hot dogs?
That makes us happier than Benjamin Bratt and Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man.
Armour hot dogs. The dogs kids love to buy.
Oh yeah, if you had another 99 cents, you could also pick up a pound of farmland bacon to go with those hot dogs. Yum! Number 4. 1 dozen eggs. Whether you prefer them scrambled, sunny side up, or raw a la Rocky Balboa, most of us have purchased a package of 1 dozen eggs many times in our lives. And for most of the 90s, you could do so for less than $1.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large.
In 1990, 12 eggs were going for $1.01, but by 1991, the price had dropped to 99 cents. Over the next 4 years, the price fluctuated between a low of 86 cents and a high of 92 cents before hitting $1.11 in 1996.
Half a dozen eggs. Well, that would be the complete dozen.
However, egg lovers closed out the final year of the decade and the century at 96 cents per dozen.
Perfect dozen?
Yeah, each egg has to be perfect.
Maybe that's what Prince was so excited about when he told us to party like it's 1999. Number 3. Ballpoint pen ink refill. Let us tell you about a time not all that long ago when people wrote on paper instead of texting or emailing.
May I borrow your pen?
It was the 90s, and one of the most popular writing tools they used were ballpoint pens. Not only did they use these pens, they used them so much that they would use up all the ink in them.
Do you have a pen? This one's out of ink.
Yeah.
But thankfully, there was a simple solution. Purchase ink refills. And in 1995, one such refill could be purchased for $1. To be honest, you could get a Bic pen for 25 cents in the 90s, so most of us ended up tossing the old one away.
The classic Bic, around 25 cents.
Not the most environmentally friendly move, of course. Number 2, a bottle of Coca-Cola. In the 1990s, the slogan of the Coca-Cola company was always Coca-Cola. And in 1993, you could always buy a 2-liter bottle of the stuff for $1 little. Yep, that's 50 cents per liter of the dark, fizzy goodness. Prefer your Coke in cans? Well, in 1996, you could pick up a thirst-quenching 6-pack of Coke for just 99 cents. We'll do the math for you. That's just 16.5 cents per can. We're pretty sure a sip of Coke will cost you more than that these days.
Coca-Cola? Do you have one of those?
Number 1, 1 gallon of gas. Yes, eventually we'll all be driving electric cars, or if Back to the Future was right, cars that run on garbage.
Wait a minute, what are you doing, Doc?
I need fuel!
But until then, the price of gas is still going to have a large influence on our wallets, just as it did back in the 90s. Although when it comes to passing up your car, $1 literally went a lot farther in the 90s than it does today.
1 gallon of gas, please.
Since the 2010s, you would all rejoice to see that the price of a gallon of gas drops below $2. Whereas it spent pretty much the entire decade of the 90s under $2, and it even dropped below $1 a few times, the lowest being 96.2 cents in February of 1999.
And what is the reason you're requesting a loan today?
Wait for it. Gasoline.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.